welcome to Asapuart. Today I'll be talking about the watercolor supplies which I use for making my watercolor paintings. So the main requirement here are the watercolor sheets which I have over here. We'll take it up one by one, and we have the brushes which I use, okay, and the watercolor cakes which I use, and also we have the masking tape. Masking tape you can take of any normal brand. It should be able to mask your paper nicely, that's all. Okay, so first I'll start with the brushes. So here you can see these are my Artistden brushes which I have bought from Hobby Essentials, and these are the Brustro Artists miniature brush set. Yes, these are all investments which I have done on my artworks, and these are the mob brushes from Brustro. They're really good and goat hair brushes. Other than that, I've always been using local stationery, any brushes which I get which are good to go. I keep them handy because I have been working with them for quite a long time, so these comes really handy when I have to do some other work. So yes, you need to take care of your brushes very well. So don't go for the expensive stuff right in the beginning. If you're a beginner, go for fine art brushes. Otherwise you can use your Camel brushes or any other local shop. You just go and understand the brushes quality and buy them. Then next step you can do is you can just put some money and invest on the brushes. These, I'm talking about the Brustro goat hair brushes. They're really very fine and smooth and soft, and when you work with them, it's a lovely experience actually. You can see the brush bristles are very soft to touch, you know, very soft. They're really nice. And so these are always, you know, very important that whenever you use your brush, you just clean them properly in the water and then keep it. It's very important. Immediately after your painting is done, just go wash it nicely and then taper the tip like this, smoothen it on the top, and then keep it inside. Keep it in a standing position so that the brush tips are on the top and they don't get, you know, the brush tips doesn't get spoiled. So it's very important. So washing is a very important care tip for the brushes. You can use a mild soap or a hand wash to clean the brushes immediately after your work is done. Now next one are the artist miniature brush set. Okay, they are basically used for intricate work. They are having synthetic bristles. I have used a few of them. Some of them have still not been used, so you can see you have to use them very nicely. So you can see the thin tip, how they are. They're very thin and fine. But yes, again, when you use it, just wash it properly and keep them inside. They're very fine over here. Very smooth and very good for detailing work. Very good. Then after this, we have our Artistden brushes. There are a set of flat the Artistden brushes are a set of 10 pieces, and in this you get, they're the synthetic hair mix brushes, and then we have a fan shape brush, we have a filbert, we have a flat brush, and we have round brushes, and we have an angular brush. So you can see there we have this fan shape brush. So it's this is good for any beginner to use this kit. It's a fan shape brush. You can see it's only for, you know, detailing work like in the bushes you make and tap. And we have this angular brush over here, and then we have normal round brushes, and then we have the flat brushes. So it's a complete kit which we have, and we also have a filbert brush over here. So these are really nice, the synthetic brushes from Artistden. So I have been using all of them, and they're really nice, and they're smooth and soft. But again, the important point is to wash them properly and then keep it and handle them with care. So the next we talk about the watercolors. I don't use the tube watercolors. I have been using the cakes, and they are really good to use because you can use it directly from your cakes from here, and then you can use it. These are the Brustro ones. They are a set of 42 colors. Okay, so as you can see, and these are really rich in color. They're highly pigmented, and these are a combination of 42 colors, 42 pan set. Okay, so variety of colors which you can use, and they have a paintbrush over here which can be used very nicely. Very soft bristles they have, and then we have a mixing palette also over here. You can see 2 mixing palettes we have. Sorry, it's not washed. Okay, so the mixing palette and the colors and the compact size makes it very handy to store and even carry it while you travel, and this is a really good deal. I have been using these watercolors for quite some time, and they're really worth the cost. And this come at a cost of 1197 right now in Amazon. I'll provide the link below for all the materials I've used. And this is one more. They're shade of 24 shades. There's the Artist watercolor cakes, and these are also really nice. These are also good pigment rich, and yes, when you have to do more of practice work, you can use them. You can use these colors. They're rich and they're highly pigmented, so these goes well, and these are very affordable, cheap, and they're coming for the rate of 300. And then we have this as 1197. So either of the option you choose, you will not regret. So the next are the watercolor sheets. Okay, so before, the first one which I bought was my Artist watercolor 25% cotton cold pressed for my watercolor works, and they have worked really well with me. I have created a lot of beautiful artworks. As you can see, I have done coffee painting also in one of them. So these are really good, 25% cotton, and these are only 200 GSM. So whenever you do your watercolors, you can go for a high percentage of cotton, because this helps in blending your work. It helps in a lot of good blending works. And the GSM is also important, because if you have a light paper, what happens is that the paper will not be able to hold the water and the washes you're giving. Like if you have one or more washes in your painting, what will happen? Your paper is light, it might tear off, it might not blend well. So whenever you have a more GSM, over here this is 300 GSM and the cotton is more, the blending is good and the finishing is really good. So again, I have bought this as I love the Brustro ones. I did not go to any other brand, but you can always try with your Aquarel, and then you can try Fabriano, whichever brand you want. Even Anupam is good. And these are again the Brustro ones, which are 300 GSM and 25% cotton. Okay, so yes, these are really nice, the watercolor sheets. And this is a notepad again, A4 size Brustro pad, the watercolor pad. So this I'll be using. It's also 300 GSM, so they're really nice, the watercolor sheets. They helps in good blending of your work. As you can see over here, the calligraphy work, I've done the background with the watercolors. In this also, I have masked the edges and I've done the painting with watercolors. It's there in my YouTube channel as well. This is one more house, like ink illustration kind, and the watercolor, basically it's a watercolor kind I've done. And this is a mandala with a background of watercolors. And this is again a simple calligraphy you have seen in the YouTube. And this is again a watercolor. You can see how well the sky has blended, the leaves, the water part. And again, this is the northern lights, which was also done in the YouTube channel. So guys, hope you liked today's video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye. So guys, hope this was useful to you about the materials which I use for my watercolors making, the colors, the brushes, the cakes, the papers. If you have any queries, feel free to ask me. Do DM me on my Instagram handle, and all the links are provided in the description below. Okay, thank you. Bye.